What is this? Mexico's officially off my vacation list.
To the border, and this is a crazy story that happened to someone that I know. Picture this, you're a guy, you finally found a girl that you want to settle down with and be with forever. You're extremely happy with her. You go on a trip with her and some of your friends to Mexico. Okay, you're at a bar, things are going great, tequila's flowing, mariachi music's playing, you're having tacos or whatever, and everything's great. Okay, you're busy talking to your friends and her friends are busy or whatever, so she goes to the bathroom. You don't really hear from her for a few minutes, so you go look and she's not there and you can't find her. You spend the next couple days searching because you can't find her anywhere in Mexico, and you're panicking, you're freaking out, but your trip's over. You have to come back, you've alerted the authorities, there's nothing that anyone can do at the moment, she's gone. The girl that you thought didn't exist, who's so perfect for you, is gone. So you're in line at the border trying to get back into the United States, and there's traffic, and you look over at a car, at an SUV, and you see her like sitting in the back seat, and you're like, is that her? Your friends look at her and look at you and like, oh my God, that is her. So you're waving at her, rolling down your window, trying to get her attention, and you're in the border patrol line, so you're trying not to like get out or make a big scene, but you're still trying to get their attention. Your girlfriend is not being responsive at all. She's just sitting there, kind of sitting down, sitting face forward, not moving. And so you notice something's off, like something's definitely wrong. You haven't heard from her. What is happening? You can't do anything to get her attention, so you finally alert the border patrol guards and you say, hey, that truck has my girlfriend in there. You know, she went missing a few days ago. You know, you got to go check it out. So they do. They go over, they check out the car, and they pull her out of the car, and they bring everyone else out of the car too. When they pull
Why did somebody just send this to me? Like, what is happening?
her out of the car, they realize she's dead, and her entire body is filled with drugs. She's been killed, and everything in her has been removed, and they've just filled her with drugs to get her across the border.
A girl's worst nightmare vacation, in parentheses, true story. Oh. Oh. Oh, why did somebody just fucking send this to me? Bro, this happened to me twice. It isn't a joke. Bro. Bro, fentanyl girlfriend? You know, I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but for those of you who don't know how this shit works, like, you don't have to cut up like a dead body and put the fentanyl in the dead body in some weird, like, I guess, new age Mexican taxidermy techniques that they don't have anywhere else. You could just cut up the car. As a matter of fact, that's usually how they traffic the drugs into the United States of America over the Mexican border, is they get white guys that kind of look like him, actually, and they're nice cars, and then they cut the nice cars that these white guys have that won't be stopped by Border Patrol and have them traffic the fentanyl. Why would you kidnap a white American woman, which immediately would cause a massive political situation, and then put the fucking drugs inside of this person?
One of the worst stories ever.
That's crazy. This has 18,000 likes. And this person says, Mexico is officially off my vacation list. Can I just explain something to people? What's going on? He's not wrong. Story is the worst. I think this story is a good litmus test for, if you believe this, I got a cryptocurrency to sell you. Okay? I got many cryptocurrencies to sell you. You don't have to see the cryptocurrency. I'm just going to say I have it. Just give me the money. Give me the money. So what actually happened? Sounds like he got dished and the girl wasn't his girlfriend, just some girl he met. No, there is no girl, nor there is no girlfriend, nor there is a Mexican cartel that fucking cuts up people to shove drugs inside of them, because they cut up cars and shove the drugs inside of the cars, and the willing and very much alive people drive those cars over the border. Because if you were to kidnap and cut up an American citizen, okay, doesn't matter what ethnicity they are, by the way, as evidenced by the fact that 3 black Americans crossed the border recently, and that became a national news story, if you recall. So, like, it literally doesn't matter. At that point, they're Americans, okay? When the cartel, which notoriously does not touch Americans, actually ends up touching Americans and doing something to Americans, it becomes a much larger problem. But if you want to know how drugs are smuggled from Mexico into the United States of America, the overwhelming majority of border apprehensions, 94% of them happen at regular points of entry, and the ones that are apprehended are almost always, universally pretty much, with the exception of like 1% of drug busts that happen at the border. So 99% of them are American citizens that are trafficking drugs inside of their cars into the United States of America. Because, once again, this is yet another like weird racist fucking argument. Okay? But like the cartel, much like Hamas, much like everyone that we have declared our foes across the board, and by the way, the cartel is not good necessarily. I'm not saying that, okay? But they're very smart. They're rational. They're not irrational, monstrous villains who operate on anything but the profit motive, really. They are rational actors who think, should we cut up a random American woman that we've kidnapped only to do taxidermy and shove fentanyl inside of their body? Or should we simply just cut up a car and like gut a car and put the fucking fentanyl inside of the car and then have like a white American guy traffic the drugs over the border? I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to do the comical one. They're going to do the normal thing. Yeah, Gulf Cartel apologized after Americans are kidnapped and killed in Mexico. The 4 Americans were shot and kidnapped after crossing the border into northern Mexico for a medical procedure. 2 died. This is what I'm talking about. And those 4 Americans were black. So it's not even just like a white supremacy thing. At that point, it's an American supremacy thing. I really do want to know who fucking linked this to me, who unironically thought this was like real. Like this is a real thing. That was a sick ass story. Oh, she's pressing buttons. Calm down. No. Anyway, guys, love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.